Overton fifer has hosts hunting victory. Robbie White came agonisingly close to a maiden century as he helped Middlesex to 357 from their first innings. Somerset's chase wasn't off to the best of starts, 4 wickets falling for 178, the hosts trailing by 179. Late in the day, Bartlett and Goldsworthy had put together an important partnership and found a foothold, but it wouldn't be long before the pair were separated, the young Cornishman out nicking behind to one that straightened. Bartlett found his way to 50 after the loss of his partner, 107 balls taken to get there, but he'd given his side hope. He'd be out though without adding much to his total. His eyes lit up, but an attempted drive could only find the keeper. There were 200 runs on the board when Somerset lost another. Davis out driving, caught at backward point for 2 off Finn. Josh Davey also fell to Finn, 8 runs scored, but out when he found Helm around the corner. Jack Leach and Craig Overton held back the tide and took Somerset to 250. Their stand took the deficit below 100. The 9th wicket partnership was looking good for the hosts. But that's about all they could muster. Leach out to Finn for 16, the bowlers 5th. Jack Brooks, the first COVID sub in the LV County Championship, was in for Lewis Gregory, and out for just 1. Caught behind off the bowling of Murtagh, and the innings all over. Somerset all out for 268. Middlesex added 11 unbeaten in the overs before lunch, their lead quickly back into triple figures. Somerset came back at their visitors after the break though. Robson out to Davey, the ball there to be hit, but Banton pulled off a stunning catch to remove the opener. They could have had Gubbins too, had Hildreth held on to a simple chance, but he survived to help Middlesex to 50. Overton though had Holden out, nicking through to the keeper. Hanscom followed, out for a duck, caught behind, the ball too tempting to leave. They had a second bite of the cherry, Gubbins again edging, a sigh of relief from Hildreth, the number 3 out to Davey, caught behind for 3. Davey was on fire and he'd quickly taken yet another Middlesex wicket. Simpson this time caught in the slips for 7. He was relishing his opportunity with the new ball, with Gregory absent. Overton wanted a piece of the action. His full delivery was handed back to him by Anderson, let down by leading edge. White couldn't replicate his first innings form. Overton had him out, LBW, and his next over, the innings rather falling apart for the travelling side. They'd reached the sanctuary of T at 85 for 7, the lead over Somerset 174. Helm didn't last long after T. The ball kept low and he was out, LBW to Overton. Overton then had Finn for his fifer. The bowler's pads wrapped and he had to trudge off for 1. Holman sent Davey soaring over the ropes after the departure of his partner, but it was a sign the innings was about to come to an end. That was left to Abel. Murtagh got nowhere near his delivery and had to go for a duck. Middlesex all out for 117. Somerset had dragged their way back into the game largely thanks to Overton and his 5-wicket haul. Holden was the top scorer for the visitors with 30, and the hosts needed 207 to win. But their success with the ball wouldn't necessarily translate when they strode out to the middle. Banton bowled first ball. Lammonby had to go too, LBW to Murtagh. But Hildreth and Abel held firm. They were the partnership Somerset had been craving, and they inched their way to 50, and then took the target below 150. The experienced campaigner had Middlesex's shoulders slumping, and he was playing his way towards a 50 of his own. But he'd be denied, catching practice for White in the slips, out for 43. Leach and Abel took the score into 3 figures, but the night watchman wasn't able to make his way to the end of the day. Finn had him caught at short leg to leave the score 104 for 3. The wicket was the last action, and Somerset were left needing 102 on the final day to win.